him as the Father of mercies. And I want each and every one of us to pay attention because God has something to say. In our text, in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, you find out that Apostle Paul did not address God as a merciful Father. Rather, he addressed him as the Father of mercies. Follow me. He did not address him as a merciful Father. He rather addressed him as the Father of mercies. A merciful Father is one who has and who shows mercy. But the Father of mercies means something else. Merciful Father is a father. He can show mercy. He has mercy. And God actually is a merciful Father. But the Lord will want us to see something deeper. That he is not just a merciful Father, but that he is the Father of mercies. Now, the Hebrews use the word Father often to denote the author or source of anything. The author. When they say that this person is the father of this, they are simply saying that this person is the author of this thing. And this person is a kind of the source of this thing. So the idea here is that mercies proceed from God. And that God is the source of it. Mercies proceed from God. It's not just that God is showing mercy. No, he shows mercy. But he wants us to know that mercies proceeds from him. He is the source of mercy. It originates from him. And he is the fountain of mercies. He is the fountain of mercies. Take note of that. He is the fountains of mercies. He is the source. He is the originator. He is the womb that produces mercy. And because he is the source, because he is the fountain, because he is the originator of mercies, he has mercy in abundance. And that is the reason why he is not just called the Father of mercy, but the Father of mercies. Not singular, but plural. Go back to our text in 2 Corinthians chapter 1. Let's see something there. 2 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed be God, even the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, the Father of what? Mercies. Take note of that. The Father of mercies. And the God of all comfort. The Father of mercies. He has mercy in what? Abundance. He is the source. He is the fountain. He is the originator of what? Mercies. And David, the psalmist, had this understanding. And as a result of that, he will always approach God with this understanding. You may wonder why this man enjoyed God so much. You may wonder why this man benefited from God so much. You may wonder why this man became so close to God. He had an understanding. He had a particular knowledge about God that helped him, that enabled him to be close to God and to enjoy serving God, worshiping God, and fellowshipping with God. What did he understand? Look at the Bible. Psalm 5. Psalm 5. As I read in verse 7, he was speaking. He said, "As for me, I will come into thy house in the multitude of thy mercy, and in thy fear will I worship toward thy holy temple." I will come into thy house. In what? In the multitude of thy mercies. That was the mind with which he appeared before God. That was the mind with which he approached God. In the multitude, meaning in the abundance of your mercies. I am coming before you to take advantage of what? The multitude of your mercies. Chapter 69, Psalms. Chapter 69. I read verse number 13 and 16. "But as for me, my prayer is unto thee, O Lord, in an acceptable time, O God, in the multitude of thy mercy, hear me in truth of thy salvation." Look at verse 16. "Hear me, O Lord, for thy loving kindness is good. Turn unto me according to what? The multitude of thy tender mercies." Tender mercies. Multitude. In the same chapter, he has mentioned the multitude of his mercy. And so he was approaching God with this awareness. I am approaching the Father of mercies, the one that has mercy in abundance. Chapter 89, the same psalm. Chapter 89 and verse 1. Not only was he approaching him, look at what he was doing. "I will sing of the mercies of the Lord forever. And with my mouth will I make known thy faithfulness to all what? Generations." Look at verse 2. "For I have said, mercy shall be built up forever. Thy faithfulness shall thou establish in the very heavens." So not only was he approaching God in the multitude of his mercies, you see him singing of the mercies of the Lord, talking about it, musing about it, meditating about it, singing it in his songs, talking it. And the thing becoming so real to him. The awareness was there in his heart. I am dealing with the Father of mercies. I am dealing with the one who is the fountain, the originator, the source of mercies. And so whenever he goes before the Lord, he goes with this awareness. He goes with this understanding. And the next thing is